Good morning, happy Tuesday. How are you feeling after that powerful full moon eclipse in Libra yesterday? So, as the moon still travels through Libra, as we're still in that really powerful and potent eclipse energy, just take a moment just to notice what is reverberating around you. So eclipses can come in with incredibly dramatic incidents, transformations. It can be a really wild ride, or it can conversely be quite a subtle movement. Just something within your energy just begins to shift, it begins to change, and you begin to be hyper aware of what changes need to be made, what is out of alignment in your own life. So, as we are in that day after the eclipse, when we're in this energy, it's a really great time just to take stock of where you are, what's going on for you, how you're feeling, but also what do you need at the moment. If it's been a little bit of a wild ride, then perhaps you need rest. Perhaps you need to take time out. Perhaps you need a little bit of a social media detox today. Perhaps you just need to speak to a friend or have time to drop into stillness, to perhaps meditate. Or perhaps you need something totally different. Perhaps you need to be with people. So really taking a moment just to tune in and just asking what needs to be done, what needs to be recalibrated within you to allow you to move forward. And I just want to take you through a little visualization that I do, particularly around Libra, where we kind of look at what's out of balance in our lives. So just taking a moment just to close your eyes. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And if it feels good for you, you might just want to sigh the out breath. Just getting rid of all any stress, getting rid of any tension, taking yourself from a state of hyper awareness into a state of just beginning to relax, just beginning to become aware that the world can go on around you, but you're in a place of stillness. So just taking a few breaths into your heart, feeling that deep connection with your heart, and then feeling yourself beginning to root down wherever you are. If you're sat, you're laying down, you're standing, just sending roots out through your feet into earth, just requesting an anchor. And then just letting the earth mingle her energy with yours, coming back up, providing you with a stable base. And keep breathing into your heart, becoming aware of that steady, still space. And as we move into this moon in Libra, she is the goddess who carries the scales of justice. She is the one who shows us what is out of balance in our lives. So just allowing yourself to notice as you are in this state of a woman walking towards you, holding her scales. You may see her as the planetary goddess Libra. You may even see her as Maat. And she's coming here to give you that moment in time to help you rebalance, to help you weigh up and be shown what needs to be realigned within your life. So just bringing to the forefront of your mind the things that you intuitively feel are out of balance in your life. And as she walks towards you with her scales, she smiles, places them down, and asks you, what is the first thing you want to see, whether it has balance in your life? And taking a moment to tell her. And as those words pour into the scales, just Just noticing if they're balanced, if they're tipping one way or the other, if they're heavily loaded or just slightly wobbling. And just taking that moment to notice, what do you now need to do? Perhaps she will give you some advice. Perhaps you already deeply know intuitively in your heart what needs to be done to bring that aspect of your life back into balance. And perhaps there is another aspect that you want to place on the scales. When she offers you the second opportunity to place something that's bothering you on those scales, and let your heart pour out to her. Let those words fill the scale. And then look, is it balanced? Is it moving? Is it truly weighted one way or the other? And again, just looking at it, feeling into your heart. Perhaps asking your heart what needs to be done. Perhaps you already intuitively know. And perhaps you can look at the goddess of Libra. Perhaps it's Matt. And just ask her whether she has any advice for you. What needs realigning? What needs rebalancing in your life? And just take that moment just to spend with her. Perhaps she has words of advice for you, information to dispense. Perhaps she needs to confirm something to you. And then thanking her for her time, for her words, her kindness. Knowing that you are always invited to return back to her when there's an aspect of life that needs rebalancing or weighing up. And perhaps as she leaves you, she leaves with a smile. Perhaps you have a hug, knowing she's always there to ask those questions. And just before you come back, just bring to your mind one or two positive grounded actions that you can now take to bring back balance in your life, to realign what is out of kilter. And just silently confirm that you're going to do that today. Tell your heart you're going to do that you're going to act on its advice. You're going to take really grounded and empowered action to move forward, however difficult that feels. You might need to break it down into chunks, but make that commitment to do it today. And then thanking the beautiful goddess for her presence, thanking your heart for its advice, its guidance, its wisdom. And then just slowly beginning to deepen your breathing, becoming aware of the sounds around you, becoming aware of wherever you're sat. And then just beginning to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe rubbing the palms of your hands together hard and fast to create a little heat. Maybe pressing them over your eyes, opening your eyes behind your hands, separating your fingers, let the light filter back through as you come back. Taking a moment if you need a drink, stamping your feet, having a little shimmy, just moving it through. And the best thing to do now is write down the advice that you were given, write down the empowered, grounded action that you said that you would take to heart. Make a cup of tea and then go and do it. There is nothing that is so insurmountable. If it feels like a huge task, just break it down into little chunks and just commit to doing one thing today to move you forward, to realign. So I'm hoping Eclipse season is being kind to you. Ride the waves, detach from the drama, and just make sure you're always listening to the guidance of your heart. And I will see you on Thursday. If you do want to dive a little bit deeper into your birth chart, there's a booking link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram, and I do have a few spaces left for a birth chart reading in April, diving into your charts, looking at the areas of your personal planets and really diving into your relationship with self, both the light and the shadow, but also the influences of our past lives as light workers, priests and priestesses. So if that's of interest, the link's in my bio, or just drop me a message. So sending you so much love, and I'll see you later in the week. Take care.